But if we can no longer have fun, if we cannot take joy in life, they have won. Come, boss, dance!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adrian from Game Reviews Malaysia. Welcome back to the channel. I've got some bonus content for all you players of the Secret World while I'm working on the next MMO Top 10 video. The Secret World is known for its awesome sauce storytelling for an MMO, and a large part of that is down to the writing, especially for the huge amount of characters within the game. The NPC quest givers in the Secret World are fully voiced, highly entertaining during cutscenes, and some of them have made a lasting impression on me, and I wish these people actually did exist. So here are my top 10 favorite NPCs and quest givers in the Secret World, and these individuals are selected based on my opinion of how memorable they are, the quality of their dialogue and writing, as well as the quests that they are tied to. Warning though, this video does contain slight spoilers if you've not played through Tokyo and some of the other issues. So let's begin. At number 10, Inbeda. Starting off our list is the charming Oni demon hunk Inbeda. Found in Tokyo, Inbeda is the leader of the House in Exile clan, a group of mercenaries for hire. This dude cracks me up so much. He has a fetish for mannequin dolls, does a lot of growling, spends a lot of time in a swimming pool, and thinks he's 50 Cent. And on top of that, he wears a nose mask that he bought off eBay, which does the talking for him in a British accent.
He also suggests that should you feel the need to remove your clothing and frolic naked in the warm waters, that is also okay.
But I like him the best when he shows his darker and more menacing side, reminding us that he is, after all, from the Hell Dimensions. Spend some time exploring the dialogue options available for Inbeda. If you didn't like him before, you will after. At number 9, Henry Hawthorne. Kingsmouth Town is one of my favorite places in the Secret World. It's the first region players play when they start the game, and I've spent so much time there, dating all the way back to beta. The place is also filled with awesome individuals, but for me, no one was more memorable than Mr. Henry Hawthorne. Kingsmouth Town's very own church pastor is a devout Illuminati supporter, and in my opinion has some of the funniest lines in the game, containing Bible thumping and forums that don't show up on Google.
I've tried prayer, I've tried my 44, but Satan's wearing Kevlar, and Bible thumping just pisses them off.
The quests he's associated with are also pretty awesome to play through, especially the investigation mission that we encounter, offering just a small taste of what the game had to offer when it came to investigations. Number 8, Harumi. At number 8 is our second NPC from Tokyo, and she's quite the character. Players first encounter Harumi and her odd brother Yuichi in the issue 9 mission Spiral, and it's hard not to admire the girl. The build-up prior to meeting Harumi had me thinking that I was about to meet a cyber sociopath killer, and to my surprise it turned out to be a high school kid with an incredible talent for winning the internet.
Bingo, bingo, bingo! The clock says you're mad! Drink bingo, bingo! It explodes the sad! Bingo, bingo, bingo!
In other words, a master hacker who also loves fast food and soda. The more I replay her missions, the more she feels like that little sister you just want to hate but can't. At number 7, Khalid El Sayad. At the Scorched Desert in Egypt, we first encounter the character of Khalid near the Forsaken Oasis on the Black Sun Red Sand story mission. And when I saw him, my first thought was, holy crap, it's Moses. Of course, the Secret World does a good job at being really vague about the origins, history, and inspiration for their characters, so I'm not so sure if Khalid was meant to resemble Moses, or according to a popular forum theory, Moses' brother Aaron. Regardless, Khalid makes a memorable prophet and has some awesome cutscenes to boot. I especially laughed out loud witnessing the exchange between him and his brother that takes the form of a bush which lights up on fire to communicate. Sound familiar?
Not now. My brother, he likes to put on a show. We have a complicated history.
Khalid also has some great stories in his dialogue options, so be sure to interact with him to learn more about his role in ancient Egypt. Number 6, Saeed. I love mummies. Saeed is one of the best characters in Egypt, and for a mummy, he's got so much swag he puts Conor McGregor to shame. He's also in tune with modern technology, always on his smartphone making and closing deals for the Kingdom faction.
Take it from me,
A mummified corpse in a 12,000-pound suit. This isn't biblical, it's local. Our entire culture was obsessed with eternity and the high cost of dying.
I absolutely love the voice work for Saeed, who is voiced by Ben Aldrich. I don't know why, but every time I hear him speak, he reminds me of the character Jonathan in the Mummy movies played by John Hannah, which is kind of funny considering the setting. But for real though, Saeed is one cool character and I always get excited when I get to return to Egypt and pick up new quests from him. His best performance is undoubtedly in The Last Train to Cairo, so play that if you haven't. At number 5 is Ricky Pagan. Elvis is well and truly alive, my friends. Ricky Pagan is from another planet. He's probably the most eccentric and standout NPC in Tokyo by sheer force of colorful personality.
In Pompadour, Ricky Pagan!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Huck! This park is secret. Major Buku Mojo. Ricky Pagan will defend it to his last breath. Don't make me use my stuff on you, man.
Found near the Agartha portal, Ricky is the leader of the Pagans and hands you missions that requires you to round up his ragtag band of Wild West bikers. Especially the part where you'll have to walk through the streets with a boombox. He also gives you the Chrome Steed quest that lets you obtain the awesome chopper you see parked by him. Ricky is one of my favorite NPCs to listen to, hands down. At number 4, Lilith. If you haven't played issue 7, it's best if you skip straight to number 3. If you have, then let's talk about Lilith. I have to say, issue 7 A Time to Kill was awesome. Everything about it was top notch. The story, the quests, the snowmobile chase. I think it's safe to say that a lot of us enjoyed the issue very much, as it set the prelude for entering Tokyo nicely. But the biggest awesome sauce for me was the reveal of the character Lilith.
Can you guess my final name? Yes! Your body recognizes my name, because it is etched in your communal memory, in the reptilian R complex beneath your forebrain, because I encoded it there, before the history's forgotten by the histories that your histories forgot!
I had no idea that the secret agent I'm with would turn out to be the mother of monsters herself, who is so involved and tied heavily into the story. And after playing through the Tokyo main story, you truly start to appreciate the complex writing that went into her character and the story arc, which makes me want to see more of her in the future. Please, Funcom, do give us more Lilith. At number 3, Daimon Kiyota. Daimon Kiyota is the leader of the Korintokai, the Tokyo branch of the Yakuza. Daimon is crazy, in the best way possible. As a character, Daimon takes advantage of and exploits the chaos brought by the Tokyo bomb for the benefit of himself and his followers. He has a very unique way of saying things and of getting what he wants out of anybody. That cutscene where he plays around a fugu roulette with the double crosser was fantastic to watch, and in my eyes, he's like the Japanese version of Heath Ledger's Joker, which is probably why I like him a lot.
Now, some of these pieces are properly prepared by a master chef. Some are not. Fugu roulette? You unlock your smartass phone, then we eat. If you die first, I get the phone and your naughty contacts. But if I get zotzed, then you take charge of the Korintokai. And if you're real good, Daddy'll come back from the dead to take you out for ice cream.
But the quests he's associated with, man, it's out of this world. If you haven't played the pachinko model that leads to the Fear Nothing Foundation and all that good stuff, then you are missing out. You have to play it. Number 2, Nassir. At number 2 is probably everybody's favorite NPC in the whole game, Nassir. Nassir fights for the Maria in Egypt, and while he may look ordinary, there's definitely more to him than meets the eye. His infectious dancing to the music, his constant references to pop culture and iconic characters is such a great breath of fresh air. He provides that comedic relief in Egypt, especially in missions when things get serious. Then hearing him spurt out some nonsense always puts a smile on my face.
I am the Bruce Willis, and you are Rocky Bilbo. Together with old manager, we chase train and save the world.
Oh, do I dare inquire? Who have you got me playing in this spectacle?
You are wrinkly manager man. Your job is to be old and die so we can learn and be sad. Also, you pay for gas.
I could watch Nassir and Saeed go at it all day. The two of them do make a really funny team. In fact, if an issue comes out that focuses on just the two of them, I'd actually be really happy. Now, before we get to my number one pick, it wouldn't do any justice to not mention some of the other characters I love from the game. So here's a shout out to some honorable mentions. Firstly, there's Carter in the Innsmouth Academy, whose quest in Carter Unleashed is still one of my favorites. There's Theodore Wicker, certified nutjob who entered Hell for academic reasons that you get to learn from when you play through the Hell dungeons. There's Tyler Freeborn, another great character from issue 5. And finally, Deputy Andy himself, whose monologue about the kittens is still fresh in my mind. At number 1, Kirsten Geary. I know this is sort of the controversial entry, but at number 1 would have to be one of the 3 faction handlers, because as the player we deal with them on so many levels more compared to anyone else in the game. And having played as all 3 factions, I'm totally not biased when I say that out of the 3, the Illuminati's Kirsten Geary is the standout character when it comes to the playable factions. I truly feel that everything Funcom did to bring Kirsten to life, from the choice of voice actress, her attitude, the way she writes her end mission reports, and so much more, has paid off big time. The final result is a love her or hate her character, whose dialogues are some of the best in the game, a mix of pop culture, a dash of snappy mean girl, and no fucks given in between.
The Illuminati are very achievement focused. It's like Xbox, only everything is hardcore. The ethic I really want to instill in you is to aim high and achieve even higher. It's not just in your best interest, it reflects on me too, and that is super important. Make me look bad, I'll mount your head on my wall as an object lesson to the next fuck-up. God, it is so cute when you new guys think I'm kidding.
They say don't ever fall in love with your boss, but with my main tune being an Illuminati for 4 years and being around Kirsten so much, I can't help but care for her, because she feels real. Hell, she is real. She feels more alive and believable when compared to the Templars' Richard Sonak or the Dragons' Bong Cha, or maybe even Sorry, didn't want to spoil anything for anybody there. But yeah, there you have it. Those are my top 10 favorite NPCs in the Secret World MMO. So let's get this party started. Who are your favorite NPCs from the Secret World? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the content, and do subscribe to the channel for more game reviews and MMO content. Once again, I'm Adrian from Game Reviews Malaysia, and I thank you for watching.